Good afternoon, my name is Beth Cobbold and today I'm going to be talking you through my app, which is called Groovin. So my app is designed to connect you to the artists who live next door. So what this means is it's a platform that supports the local community and more specifically the arts and hospitality sector by connecting groovers, which makes up around 75% of our user base. And so these groovers are people who want to go to the pub on a Wednesday night. They're going to meet up with their mate. And instead of going somewhere that has no atmosphere at all, why not go to the venue that has an up-and-coming artist who has no Spotify platform, no SoundCloud platform, but has uploaded a 20-second clip that has caught your attention through the app, and they're just playing a free gig in the corner getting paid by drinks tokens. But instead of going to somewhere that's just playing the local radio, you're now supporting a local artist and getting amongst your community while bringing more foot traffic to a venue that's putting more entertainment out there for you. So it's really about bridging that gap between the groovers and then the artist or the maker. So they make up around 25% of our user base, and essentially they can create an account and freely advertise without having to work in conjunction with the venue, but have more control over how their small little side gigs are being advertised to the audiences who are open to supporting them. So this is my inspiration essentially. So it's just a heap of different photos, a bit rustic, very cool lighting. You've got the pool table there, you've got the wood, you've got the blur of the mood lighting, and that comes later into the textures and way I did my interface layout. So this brings me to the color scheme, and I didn't want Groover to just look like another sleek, sterile, cookie cutter app. So I wanted to feel like a space like you're welcomed. So we've got this emerald green like color, which has a lot of different tonal variation throughout the app. And this almost berry pop. So it's like the calm you feel when you step into a familiar pub and see the pool table, and then that berry pop of energy and excitement you feel when the music starts to kick in and it's actually got a bit of beat to it. Sorry. So how I've introduced these colors, I've made sure I wanted to include a lot of texture, a lot of layering, a lot of blurring and transparency to create a lot of depth and tonal variance. You'll be able to see that later on. But just quickly with my logo, for example, I've found a typeface that I found was appropriate. I've changed the stroking, I've changed the skew, I've made sure that the color brings depth. I've also done layering with different versions of it so that it adds more depth, so it stands out on the interface. And I've also done drop shadowing once I have inputted it into Figma. So for example, just here, just quickly, I've got like the texture from Adobe Firefly, walls, pictures I've curated with AI, and then some just personal photography that I found using different lighting that is found and often found in venues. So here we have the introduction page. So this opens when you open the app, and it basically, for the first time, and it basically gets you to create an account. If you're a music maker, you have to make an account just to make a profile, put that 20-second clip in. However, if you're a music groover, which is the more accessible one, you don't have to make an account. You'll see in the coming slides. Just quickly before I change, you can see on the right here, just an example of the layering that's come into just even an icon, just to try and create some unique aspects to the interface design. Even within the green bubble, you can see that has like multiple layers that I've just done in Figma. So then this is the page with signing up. Again, I've got the texture of the background, drop shadowing, continuation of the colors across. Even though it's a bit simpler, it is more information based, and I don't want it to be too intimidating on the eyes. So I've changed like my typography across the board. I've introduced a lot of typography because it does have that rustic feel. However, I have made sure that they stay consistent in their placement across different screens, sorry. Yes, this is my main page. This is my home page. So we've got the 3 navigation buttons down the bottom. They are not the star of the show. They are not essential. The purpose is to log on and you need to groove tonight. So I've got 2 options just there. You scroll across, there's even more options of tonight and their location, who it is. You can click onto that icon and then have a little 20-second clip of that artist. As well, down the bottom we have that progression scroll of those profiles, and these ones here, and these will basically be new artists that are signing up. Like, so someone who's only been listened to 2 people before, if they sign up, they're going to be in the most recent new artist if this person is logged in as a groover, so we know their location, so we can give them relevant local artists. But yeah, on the right here you can see just some layering examples that I've inputted into the interface design to create dynamic interest. I did focus on tone and texture, as I've said, and just here you can see, like, that's underneath different icons. That's inputted, that's texture and depth that I've added through layering more transparent colors onto each other, but I still really wanted that core texture to always shine through. So yeah, thank you. I hope you've enjoyed, and I have a lot of work to do, but I'm very excited, and I'm excited to see how it turns out.